episode on Dominion SMP, I said I finished my mega built house. But the thing is, I lied a little bit. Let's get started. I'm taking a look around my starter house, like my sort of regular size house, and seeing what is missing. Well, that thing's missing. The painting over there on the wall is missing. The whatever that forge thing is missing. The stone cutter's missing. Yeah, I have a lot that's missing. And we are going to address that in today's episode of Dominion SMP. Something I have been neglecting to start because it's going to be a bit of a complicated build is this teleporter thing, because, you know, this was my originally idea on how people would get into my base. It makes sense, right? Like, you use the teleporters to get around in this world, so why not build a really big one? And that's going to be sort of my grand entrance. So if you come in, boom, you teleport, well, into the teleporter. This teleporter has a lot of obsidian in the texture, and I don't mind just using regular obsidian for this. The other school of thought would be maybe do like a pixel art sort of obsidian thing, but yeah, it's fine. We did this for the enchanting table. Let's just stay consistent. So I came down to the mines and I found a big spot of lava, and I'm just going to go to town mining this obsidian. Well, it did not take long for this episode to go off the rails. I died. I fell in lava and lost everything. Let me explain what happened. I was taking down the obsidian, making sure to always use my hammer 2 full blocks away from me, so that way the 3x3 breaking segment wouldn't suck me in. But unfortunately, it being so dark down here and the obsidian being so difficult to see where the block border is, I accidentally dug one that was directly under my feet. I fell down in lava faster than the water flowed and turned the lava into obsidian. Obsidian formed over my head, suffocating me below the obsidian in the lava. So even though I had netherite stuff, it all got trapped under the obsidian, and I couldn't get it back because I didn't have any diamond tools or anything to dig through it. Yeah. Thanks, Jamie and Grady. I was fortunate enough to find my other hammer, my Silk Touch hammer. Thank goodness I made 2 of these in one of my chests. It was sort of in like the wrong chest. I kind of forgot that I had it, but at least I do have a hammer. So I'm continuing to build up this teleporting block, and hopefully we can finally get this done without any more catastrophes. Hey, Joy, how's it going?
Hey, Fix. I'm all right. How are you?
I'm good. So you heard that I died and lost everything.
I did. I can't relate, you know, because I'm so good at staying alive. I'm gonna die, for real. I'm dying. No! Damn it! 59, negative 9605. No! 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 But do you need any help?
You know, I messaged you because if you have any obsidian laying around, I had mined like 10 stacks and then I died.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I actually have a ton of obsidian. I have a lot. So if you need more, you can just let me know.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. Is there anything I could barter with you here for? Because I hate to just, ask another favor. You've already helped me out so many times.
You know, there is something. I know you're really good at stealing, so I was wondering if maybe you would steal some intel for me. Maybe go spy on Grady and Jamie for a little bit. Oh,
let's go inside. Yeah. No, listen. I will pay you back for this obsidian, but I'm not going to steal. I'm not going to spy. I'm not doing anything unsavory. I have changed my ways. I am not the little thief that you once knew. So I can't do that for you. I gotta do things the right way here. No, I'm sorry, Joy. I can't do that. I cannot go back to my old ways. I am reformed. I'm changed. I'm part of the community. Everyone accepts me as a full-fledged member of Dominion. I can't go back to stealing. I'm sorry. I feel bad, but no. I continued working on the top of this thing, and I think it's turning out really well. This thing has easily the most sort of, I don't know, kind of weird shape of any of the blocks. I think I'm gonna build in my entire base, but I think I have it basically worked out. I'll tell you the part I'm worried about though. I'm worried about the orb on the top. It's really weird, and I don't have a great plan for it. I think it looks really good. It's super dark. I know it's hard to tell. I'm gonna need to figure out some sort of lighting system. I do have an idea though. Maybe with the orb, I can light. Oh, dude, that fireplace in the background. Oh, it looks so good. Yeah, but maybe with the orb I can light it up. I'm gonna think about that. What you're looking at is actually the second orb I built. The first one was just too big, and the reason why I went with all glass in this combination of 4 different glass colors is because whenever you zap in, you're going to zap in the middle of the orb. My first attempt was pixel art, and it didn't really work because whenever you zap in, I want you to, boom, see the base. I don't want you to be behind this barrier of pixel art. I added in some lighting, and I think it looks really, really good. You can see the waystones already up there. Unfortunately, you know, being Minecraft 16 by 16, it is not an even number, so the waystone's off by 1. No one's really gonna notice that, but it drives me a little bit crazy. But yeah, I'm gonna put in some calc, do the water elevator thing so you can get up, and also do some sort of drop so you can get down. The view from up here is awesome. It looks really, really cool. I love the 3 different tint colors. Oh man, I love it. And it looks really good. I think we're done with this build. I'm really glad that I went with the stone mixture of cobble and smooth stone instead of the concrete like the floor, because I wanted to stand out from the floor, and I think this worked really well.
We've been here before, Fix.
Yeah. But look, I've changed my ways. I've changed my ways, my dude. I'm no longer the inchling I used to be.
Well, yeah. I believe you. You've been good. I haven't seen anything disappearing on the server recently, aside from like Nisha's roof. Did you see that?
I didn't see it in person. I heard about it, though. I'll go take a look in a bit.
It was really great. Couple, I don't know who, but somebody converted their whole place to be nether theme.
Yeah, I don't know who either. No idea.
Well, good job, Nuke. I look forward to future working with you
and
eventually cleaning this up.
Anyway, I heard you died.
I did. I lost everything.
And I figure you might be a good. I have something for you. So here you go.
Oh,
we all make fun of Joy, but
holy cow!
We make fun of Joy, but you are clearly second place in the death competition. So yeah. I figured, in a lovely branded Gundo Koshoker box, I thought you could use a little like oopsie box.
Well, listen, I know your style, and your style is nothing for free. The house always wins, as they say. So what's the cost of this box?
Okay. This isn't like a now thing. This is a later thing, but I think you and I should probably work together on some stuff. Like, I have a lot of redstone machines that I've been working on, and getting through them is kind of a nightmare. And you could just you could just walk through them, which would be super easy.
Yeah, that's true. Anyone who knows my channel knows I know redstone.
Oh yeah, me too. I'm a genius at redstone. My chat just loves it when I work on redstone. They absolutely love it. It's the best. I need some help with some design plans, and your base is amazing, and I want to kind of like work together and maybe build something together.
Oh, well, that sounds intriguing. Okay, yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Look, I can appreciate that. So if you give me this to sort of get me restarted, then I'll help you with some base design and base building.
Some building, yeah. It's some business building stuff when the time comes for it.
Crap, did I just throw in a business deal with Lagundo? Oh no. Heading back to the base, there are some things that I need to get working on here. I do want to finish all of the interior in this episode, and yeah, there's a lot of work to go. So let's get into the smoker now. I'm taking a look at the texture, and I think it's something that I can handle. I'm probably going to want to go stripped wood probably on the brown parts, and then a lot of cobblestone on the others. Okay, yeah, this is going to look good. I just put a few up, and basically I'm going to use spruce and dark oak for the darkened sections and oak and spruce for sort of the lighter sections, and then just strip everything. I think it's going to go good. The other thing I'm going to add is I'm going to add this three-dimensional thing. I really love how I've done it with the bricks, and I want to utilize a lot more of it. Starting to get the feeling? Yeah, it's starting to look good. Oh man, it really helps because that table was just sort of floating off to the side, so just even having this front facade, it works. It's a little lighter than the actual texture, but I can live with it. A short bit of grind later, and we are done with the smoker. It looks really, really, really cool. You know, the nice thing about these mega blocks, I don't have to build the blocks that are like butting up next, so I didn't have to do the back side, so that saves me one of the sides. Now, both the smoker and the furnace both have blackstone walls going up it to simulate a chimney. So I can do that. And what's going to be cool about these mega blocks is I'm not going to have to actually make a blackstone wall, sort of how it connects to the back wall of the house. So I can just make it a regular wall, which would be really cool. Hey, you know what there is in Minecraft that we don't have access to in survival? The debug stick. It's awesome. We used to be able to use it in Realm of Vastin. It can do everything from like connect fence gates or unconnect fences from things that you don't want them to. It's just a really cool building thing. I wish it was survivable, usable. Oh, it looks so cool. I added in basalt too, because when I first started doing it, I thought all blackstone was just a little too much. So I added in basalt and also coal blocks just to give it that really dark black look, and it looks great. So I have one more chimney to do over the furnace. With both of these chimneys done, it really is starting to add something awesome to the house. I mean, it just adds something sort of going up into the roof to really connect sort of the bottom stuff with the top stuff. I mean, obviously, but it really does help. I think it looks great. I love it. Time to move on. One thing in the house I've never been super satisfied is right here where that tool forge? What's that thing called? I always forget what it's called. Anyway, I moved it. So I didn't have a good answer for what to put the alchemy thing on. And so I just moved over there. I think it's better. It gives it just a little bit of free area here, which I think is nicer. I do want to address this bush in the corner. Yeah, that's next. Done a big leaf block since I finished my giant tree way back in like episode 6 or something like that, and yeah, I kind of forgot how much terracotta you need, so whole bunch of lime and whole bunch of green terracotta on the way, and then we can get started. A short time, and by that I mean quite a while later, we are good. Man, I did 2 leaf blocks on top of each other. The double leaves really add a lot. I think that's what I had in my original house, but either way, that's the way I want to go right now, and it looks glorious. I mean, I wish it was a little brighter, honestly, and I know I'm going to hide more lighting in this place to light up down the road. Not today. But we're getting there, and it looks so good. It's so nice to be able to just like come in and see that, bring in some nature. Yeah, let's do something else. I thought just for fun I'd bring you over here to my creative world. I don't think I've ever shown this on camera before. This is my Dominion creative world where I test out all of my pixel art builds, and I am working on this one, and it is very complicated to find just the right sort of transition of reds, but I think I have it worked out finally. It's the smithing table. That's the word that I can't come up with ever. It's the smithing table, and I definitely want to go with a 3D look, kind of like I did the crafting table. I think having the tools pop out is going to look really, really cool. I'm going to need 2 things, though, to do this. I'm going to need a lot of nether brick in order to make a lot of the red nether brick. And also, to do that, I'm going to need a lot of nether wart. I have none. I don't think I have any. If I have any, it's lost. So I'm going to figure out where to get a bunch of nether wart. This thing is amazing, this super smelter. If I didn't accidentally drop a bunch of fireworks in here, it would be smelting so fast. It's so great. I love this super smelter. I don't really know who came up with it. Maybe it's just so obvious and easy, like no one quote designed it, but I learned it from Mala Slime in the Skyblock video I did, and I'm going to use it forever and ever and ever and ever because I love it so much. Okay, no one's online on Dominion at the moment, and I need a couple nether wart. I just need a few to get started, and then I can replace them, so I'm not stealing. I want to be very clear. I'm not stealing. I'm just going to browse through some chests. Okay, see that 27 nether wart right there in Legs' chest? Look. I'm not stealing. It's not stealing if you plan to return it eventually. What I need to do right away, though, is immediately lay out some soul sand and get this stuff planted so it will grow, because I need a ton of it to make this red nether brick. Unfortunately, it takes 4 nether wart to make 1 brick. I'm going to actually put it inside of my smithing table. You know, part of the design of my base has always been to have stuff within each of these big blocks, and why not? Why not put nether wart inside the smithing table? That kind of makes sense. I mean, look, the alchemy thing is going to be on top of it, so yeah, I think it works. With the farm officially laid out, things are starting to grow. This is good. I don't think netherwort actually needs light to grow. I might light it up later anyway, but it's good. Time to get working on the actual block. Okay, so I'm going with a combination of sort of blackstone for the darker segments and deep slate for sort of the lighter gray segments. This should work out okay. I just need the frame, and then I'm still waiting for my netherwort. Luckily, it's pretty fast, but it's not quite fast enough for me. While I am waiting and waiting for this wort to grow, I'm just taking a look at this alchemy thing. I'm a little nervous about this one because the shape obviously is very weird, and there's these few things that aren't like a full pixel. They're like a plant, right? They're not a full pixel wide. They're very thin, so I'm gonna have to figure out how to replicate that. I do want to use stone and andesite and stuff and not concrete on this one too. I think this is going to be good because I'm going to use the stone brick, and andesite combination with some cobblestone for sort of some of the darker parts. I think it's going to look really good. You know, I want to do that because, again, just like with the teleporting thing, I want to make sure it doesn't look like just more cobblestone floors because I've done that so much. I need to differentiate it a little bit. I've been building for quite a few days here, and I need to go do something else just for my own mental health. So I'm going to go replace my hoe because it's one of the tools I lost in the lava. This free XP at spawn has saved me so many times. I'm so glad that this happened. I need to make sure that this continues for the indefinite future. Now, the reason why I needed a really good hoe is because I need a bunch of shroom lights and maybe also glowstone, but I'll cross that bridge later. But the shroom lights I need because I need them for my alchemy table. What the heck is that? Why don't I know what anything in Minecraft is called? I've been playing this game for 10 freaking years. I'll be really honest here. I wussed out completely. I had planned on just harvesting a bunch of those shroom lights from the nether, but yeah, hoglins were everywhere, and I am way scared of losing all my stuff again now that I've been sort of re-geared by Lagundo. And yeah, okay, so instead what I did is I grabbed some of those mushrooms, I grabbed some of that crimson netherrack, and I'm just gonna make a farm here. I have lots of bones from my old bone farm, so I should be good. Oh my goodness, this is so slow. I have an efficiency 4 hoe, and I thought that'd be good enough, but it's not. I went and grabbed my beacon out of the middle of the mountain that I was mining. I have not mined that mountain in many months at this point, I don't think. So I decided to just move it. I'm gonna put it right underneath the teleporting, the waystone thing. I think having a beacon light coming out of that is gonna be really cool. So yeah, we'll do that. Now, what I might wanna do is add more than 1, eventually maybe 4, because it's not centered. There's no middle block. So I might just do like 4 on the corners. But for right now, at least I should be able to mine the shroom lights a little faster. With that, I made my efficiency 5 hoe, and I should be able to get to work on harvesting these shroom lights. But I want to take you back because I had a little bit of a conversation with Tanisha, and here's how that went. Tanisha, hello?
Hello.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Oh, I found you.
There you are. Yeah, the one that I definitely built.
Yeah. So I got your ping on Discord. You said you wanted to see me. What's going on?
Yes, I have a favor to ask. Are you still stealing things by any chance, or doing anything like that?
I mean, I'm not. I'm not. You know, I've really changed my ways. Do you have something that you need? No, I'm not.
I mean, I kind of need. Yeah, it's a need more than a want. But I mean, it's not super bad. But I was thinking, I don't know if you still, I mean, it'd be really good if you could do it because you're so tiny. You can get into all the little places. I turned in my diamonds, way too many diamonds for the taxes. And I was wondering if you could maybe get some of them back for me.
I mean,
by any chance?
Like you're pretty set up on diamonds still here, looking around this.
No, look at this wall. I'm missing so many.
look, you know what? I would love to help you out. I would, because especially you helped me out with the pufferfish. So I
Yep.
really wish I could, but I can't. I can't do that. I can't steal back diamonds. I'm turning over a new leaf.
Okay.
I am a friend of the community now. What the heck is up with everyone asking me to steal and eavesdrop and all kinds of things? What don't they understand? I'm good now. I'm good now. I'm good now. I finished the brewing stand. I think it looks pretty nice. I mean, yeah, it's not exact. I mean, there's only so much you can do whenever things aren't a full pixel, like there's not a square, they're not a cube, so I like it. The next thing I want to work on is the stripped wood that I need for the tools outside of the smithing table, and I think I'm going to go with jungle and acacia because it's a little different than what I've used before. I think it should pop out a little bit nicer. Oops. Oh baby, I'm all done with the smithing table and it looks so good, which by the way, I did show a spoiler preview over in the Dominion Discord. If you are curious to that, all you have to do is go on my community tab on my YouTube page, scroll down a couple posts, and you'll see a link to the community Discord for Dominion. It's really fun. We're all in there. There's spoilers, episode discussion, the whole bit. Before I go any further, though, I need to show you the evidence that I am no longer a thief. I am putting back more netherwort than I borrowed to begin with. I just feel like I've been messing around. Everyone keeps coming over here and asking me to take stuff, and I've not been building. I need to get back to it. Let's get back to building. I have a lot left to do. My goodness, would you look at how much that adds? That painting and the smithing table and the alchemy table up on top. Oh man, it looks so good. I am so happy with this corner of the house, and I was not before. This is great. My house does have 2 paintings. I did one and it added so much. I want to go straight into the next one. I shouldn't do this because comments are good for YouTube no matter what, but I'm going to tell you something that's probably going to interrupt some comments, but I reversed this painting and I did it on purpose. I put the creeper on the left, the creeper is actually on the right. I'll tell you why. Right where I'm standing now, I'm going to have a pot, and I don't want to block the creeper face. I really want you to see the creeper face, and that's kind of like an empty spot that I can't put anything next to because of the trapdoor, so I think it's for the best. I went back to my starter house and took a look at the armor stand. I had originally thought about doing a full suit of armor, but the more I look at it, the more I think maybe a plain armor stand might be a little bit better and also a lot easier because it's straight line. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. It's gonna really help because it's gonna be a build that isn't in just a block. So I think the uniqueness of this will help. It's gonna kind of blend into the walls a little bit because of not putting the armor on, but I think it's probably for the best. It does blend in quite a bit with the interior. I'm not sure if I totally love it, but I can live with it because, you know what? Something's got to go beside it because I have a problem, actually. I was going to put the stone cutter on top of the crafting table, but I forgot how much I like the top of the crafting table and sort of the blocks I use, so I don't want to cover that up. So I don't really know where to put it. I think the best place, yeah, it's going to be right beside the armor stand, which is going to kind of block the armor stand a little bit, but we're out of room, basically. Every block is pretty much full now. For the stone cutter, again, I wanted to use stone and not the concrete like we talked about several times this video already, but also I used the strip logs because that seems to be the texture. I think it'll fit in really well too. The only thing that's a little confusing is what to do about the very top of this. I think I'm gonna go full iron blocks. This actually turned out a lot better than I thought it would. It looks really nice. I like the iron blocks. I really like it. You know, could I have been a little bit more pixel accurate if I used concrete? Yeah, maybe, but I really truly like the metal for metal sort of vibe. The only thing I need to do is add in a little bit of this just to give the sort of middle a little bit of a darker thing. It's gonna look like a shadow, I hope. At this point now, there were only a couple more things I needed to do to sort of finish out the interior of my house. One is the ladder. This was a grinder, I'll admit. Some of the other things were not so grindy. This one, yeah, just because of the nature of how it's 3-dimensional, it was a tough one. But hey, you know what? We got it done. The ladder looks freaking great. I love it. I believe we only have one thing left to do, and that is the 2 lanterns I have in my place. I got a lot of comments about lighting saying, hey, just build a giant torch. Well, the thing is in Minecraft, it doesn't matter how many glowstone blocks I put in a big group, it's still only gonna light up to 15 blocks away, right? And really only like 7 or 8 of that are noticeable light before it gets very dim. So I don't think that giant torches are the way to go, but I think these I need for the aesthetics and also just to make it look like my actual house. So yeah, here's the combination I went with. A little bit more grind later, and I got both lanterns in, and I think they look just awesome. I love that I used real flame. I was thinking like, well, maybe I should just use glowstone. No, I think real flame is the way to go. I just think it's great. I really love it. I hope you do too. It looks really cool. I forgot one build. I said it was my last, but I forgot. I need this pot. I need a potted plant where, beside where the creeper was. We talked about it already. I just forgot. So this is gonna be very simple. I'm just gonna use straight clay. There's not a lot of texture in these pots, so it's just gonna be straight clay with dirt down a block, and then we're gonna do some sort of like custom sapling or tree or something up on top. I thought about this quite a bit, and I just sat there and looked at different sapling pixel arts, and I decided that I want to go with just a regular custom tree instead. I think it's gonna look a lot better and just be a little bit more fun and interesting to build. So I've done a lot of custom trees in my time. I'm just gonna do a very simple one here, kind of like a acacia styled one, even though I'm using oak logs to get the brown texture. I think it's gonna look really nice. Hopefully you'll like it. And what do you think? Yeah, I think it's definitely the way to go. I think it looks really cool. It's just sitting up there like a little custom tree sapling. Oh man, I love it so much. It might be my favorite part of this entire house, like the lantern and the little sapling. Tiny bit of housekeeping left. I got to cover up these jack-o'-lanterns, so I sheared a bunch of sheep in different colors and stuff like that, and I'm just covering them with the wool that matches, like obviously orange, white, and then light gray for the lanterns that are in the concrete. Should blend in for the most part. And with that, I think we are officially done with the interior of my house. I think I've done everything that I plan to do in this base. Now, I have a lot more things I want to do. I got to do the outside, lots more shrubbery. I still got to clear half that mountain, the grass. Also, all the interior walls that I want to add in stuff and stuff inside the block. There's lots left to go, but I think we're good.